What's going on, people? Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Things We Learned, the show where you guys already know we go through all the major talking points of the last Chelsea game. This one being Chelsea 2, Dinamo Zagreb 1. For everyone still mourning Thomas Tuchel, I guess we got revenge for our boy with that performance. And yeah, we beat him 2-1 in what was the most pointless game of the season. We played a very strong lineup, which surprised me, and especially with the result and the injuries, I don't know if it was the right decision for us to make, but we're going to get into that in today's video. We're going to go through all the major talking points, going to discuss individual performance, we're going to go through everything, because also, as you guys sadly noticed from last night, there wasn't any fan cams due to technical difficulties. So I'm going to go through the game, I'm going to go through my thoughts and all the major talking points in this video. So before we get in, as always, hit the like button, subscribe on your way into the channel, press the bell notification button as well to be the first to know whenever we release any new content. If you guys want to see more from myself, my personal channel will be down in the description below, so check that out at Carefree Lewis G. The link will be in the title and in the description below, so check us out, like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Chelsea 2, Dinamo Zagreb 1. I don't know why we played such a strong lineup, and that is going to be my first point. The rotation didn't really make sense to me, and it was a big risk. And in some aspects, it might have paid off. Like, we played well. It was a confidence-building performance, which I do think was the reason why Potter played such a strong 11. Especially with the Arsenal game coming up. Like, we just got pammed 4-1 at Brighton on Saturday. And maybe that's not the best game for players to have a break into, going into a massive game against Arsenal, a tough game against City and Newcastle popping up as well in the next week. I kind of get it. I get it. But same way, with the amount of fixtures that we've already had and still coming up, we should have rotated a bit more and at least made earlier substitutions. Koulibaly's come off of an injury. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. Chilwell pulled up with a hamstring injury and it didn't look good. As soon as he pulled up, he wasn't able to continue. We were just lucky that it was only in the 90th minute that he popped up with that injury. But even in spite of that, all it does is it stretches out our wing-back options. Cucurella's probably going to be playing every game now up until the World Cup. Who else? We could end up having to stretch our midfield options now too, because Loftus-Cheek is going to be looked at as another wing-back option, and we could potentially be pulling Sterling back onto the left, and that's going to cause some issues playing up top, because we saw from Sterling's performance yesterday, he is so much better when you're not playing him as wing-back, and we're just holding him back in that position. So it is jarring on that front, because as much as I get we needed to play a strong 11 for confidence, I didn't really care about this game personally. If we lost, I wouldn't have been coming on this video raging or ranting. I wouldn't have been on my fan cam raging. I wouldn't even be streaming angry, because this game doesn't mean anything. This team has put me through such a roller coaster over the last 3 or 4 months. I am not going to have energy for this game, regardless whether we play well or we play poorly. This whole season's just been stress. So I get it in some phases. I think all the other issues are all speculative, because it all depends on how we play over the next few games. But I do think we could have rotated a little bit better. It all just depends on the Arsenal game. We'll see how sharp the players are. We'll see what their stamina and their fatigue's saying. But that was a bit of a worrying point to me. But that was the only worry I really had. Other than that, it was a very good performance from Chelsea. I thought we started poorly in what is typical Chelsea fashion, conceded with our first attack. Just our whole defence fell asleep. And it's just Chelsea, that, isn't it? It's just so Chelsea. But after that, we seemed to wake up. We took a bit more control of the game. We were dominating in the midfield and going forward. Aubameyang linked up well with Sterling for the first goal. Also, brilliant pass from Jorginho into the final third for that as well. And we are going to speak on the pair of them later on in today's video as well. Zakaria also got his first goal. I think it's the icing on the top of the cake of what was an amazing debut performance. And that's just going to send me straight into my second point. Zakaria. How has this guy not had more game time? Because you have seen me on so many videos, on so many streams, sit there and talk about how I'm worried about our midfield, how our midfield is stretched, the injuries to Kante, Kovacic playing through an ankle injury for the majority of the season. Loftus-Cheek, we know how injury prone he is. Gallagher, he came off against Brentford injured. Jorginho, we've just been stretching. And Zakaria is just sitting there. Dennis Zakaria has just been sitting there on the bench and we haven't done anything. And he looked exactly what we've been missing. I get it, Zagreb. All of the praise I give is going to come with an asterisk because it is Zagreb. Like, there is a massive golfing class between the two sides. But Zakaria had that tall, imposing profile that we needed. He used his strength to perfection. He was very progressive in his play. And he made everyone around him look more secure. Jorginho looked more confident next to him. His passing, by the way, was ridiculous. And that's my third point as well. This is like a fused second and third point. But Jorginho and Zakaria together, bruv. The pair of them looked ridiculous. And I need to see the pair of them together a lot more. Because a lot of people have asked for Jorginho to be more progressive, stop passing sideways and backwards and everything like that. And now he had an imposing player next to him. He looked like he had that freedom. And it showed in his play. He was brilliant in terms of stopping counterattacks. Basically got a pre-assist for the first goal. And was setting up passes through the middle all game. He was brilliant. Him or Zakaria was my man of the match. Both of them were unreal. Unreal. And they both deserve praise coming out of that game. I'd like to see Zakaria start against City. I don't know if he would start the Arsenal game. Plus, I don't even know if he's injured or not because he came off with a little bit of a knock. But Zakaria has to be an option for the remainder of the season. Don't be sending him back to Juve after that. Keep him in the squad because there's a player there. I want to see what he looks like against Premier League opposition. But there is a player and he needs to be given the correct opportunity. Fourth point, Chalobah. I'm going to keep talking about him until he gets given the respect that he deserves. Not just from Chelsea fans, because I do think we do that now, but rival fans and just football fans in general. Trevor Chalobah is slept on. Again, he was our best centre-back. Again. Koulibaly was good, but again, had this typical Koulibaly slow start where he was a bit rusty and everything and had to grow into the game. Trevor Chalobah was on job. The whole 90 minutes he was on job. And we need to talk about him offensively too, because this guy on an offensive corner is such a threat. We saw it last season already because he was scoring so many goals from corners and he's only continued to look even more imposing from that position. He's just continues to grow from strength to strength. Has to start the Arsenal game. And yeah, it was another brilliant performance from Trevor Chalobah. Credit where credit is due. And please, we need to praise and prop this guy more because no one else is going to do it. Hopefully he has a statement performance against Arsenal and people wake up to what we've all been saying about Chalobah. But he is a baller. Absolute baller. And right now, he has been our best centre-back under Graham Potter. Say it how it is. This guy has been too good to fly under the radar. But again, I had to give him his flowers. Fourth point, Trevor Chalobah, unbelievable. Fifth, Aubameyang. I do want to just talk about Aubameyang a little bit because he looked really good. Got the assist for Raheem Sterling. Was very involved in link-up play. Unlucky not to score. He had a brilliant shot outside the box, hit the crossbar. And it was a very progressive performance from him. We saw him get a lot more involved in the game. His link-up play looks so underrated. So underrated. And I remember everyone telling me he's terrible in that aspect. I haven't really seen that in a Chelsea shirt. He looks really good. Looks really good. And hopefully it's just a warm-up for the London derby on Sunday because I know Aubameyang's going to be up for it. I know we're all going to be up for it. But the players have to be up for it because I'm telling you guys, our biggest issue whenever we play Arsenal is not Arsenal, it's ourselves. We never turn up for this fixture. The last two times they duppied us at the Bridge, it wasn't because they were better than us, it was because we let ourselves down. If we come into this game with our heads switched on, we understand the magnitude and the importance of this game, we can smoke these lot. I don't want to see anyone going into this game shook. We should be all over their necks from the first minute to the last. Get on them. Straight up, get on them because we can beat them. We can knock them off their perch. And do you know how beautiful it would be to silence them? Take them off top spot after all the gas I've been hearing this season. It's about time we make a statement. and it's the perfect opportunity to do that on Sunday. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Like, subscribe. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my points. And we are out. Up the Chelsea.